From Mordor to Hogwarts to Gotham, the nerds have come together to create a show for nerds by nerds. Join nerds doing nerd things as they talk about all things nerdy. Stay up to date on the show by liking the Nerds Doing Nerd Things Facebook page.
This song is for anyone fishing a tournament, is going to fish a tournament, or has fished a tournament, or grinding it out on a tournament circuit. I know the struggle and I respect the hustle.
No, I'm not a pro with some discount codes, but this fishing's in my blood, ingrained in my bones, and the passion burns deep. Hot embers in my soul that my daddy put there when I wasn't very old. Had a little flame, just needed to be stoked. Then the wind hit it, now I'm out of control, like a forest fire raging, burning down an old growth. Yeah, let's go. Buzzbait on, single tied up, crankbait ride, trying to catch a bunch, put a tungsten on these mats when I punch out here on this water. I ain't worried about much, jig ride in my hand, 7 others on deck. Win this thing, need to cash me a check. Life that you live when you fish a tournament, tracks on fire, you could call me lit. Lighter in my hand, looking like an arsonist, so cold with the flow, so you know that it's sick. Got a couple in the boat, so I'm feeling marvelous, but I need 3 more before I call it quits. Chuck some Gatorade, cause I really need to sip, and my thirst for these fish, it can never be quenched. Got jigs with the blades, you could call them battle baits. Catch me blowing up the spot just like a grenade. Mine's cooking up rhymes every single day. Heat them up quick, come in microwave. And I don't even really care what the hater wanna say. You could cross that line, just cut the yellow tape. And fishing's like a puzzle with a lot of different pieces. Every time I catch a big one, man, I'm screaming, thank you Jesus for my life. Kids and my wife get to see the sunrise. Another cast, another bite. I'm a ride, I'm just looking for them calmly. Who am I kidding? I've been new bait shopping, powerhouse fishing, so you know there ain't no stopping. Picking up these baits, but you know they gon' be dropping. Rocking and plopping, dragging and hopping. If that doesn't work, you can find me drop shotting on that pan optics, doing what I does, so I'm big bass style. No, I'm not a pro with some discount codes, but this fishing's in my blood, ingrained in my bones, and the passion burns deep. Hot embers in my soul that my daddy put there when I wasn't very old. Had a little flame, just needed to be stoked. Then the wind hit it, now I'm out of control, like a forest fire raging, burning down an old growth. Yeah, let's go. Buzzbait on, super tied up, crankbait ride, trying to catch a bunch, put a tungsten on these mats when I punch out here on this water. I ain't worried about much, jig ride in my hand, 7 others on deck. Win this thing, need to cash me a check. Life that you live when you fish a tournament, tracks on fire, you could call me lit.
Hello everybody and welcome to the Wheels America Racing Network. Tonight we are in Joliet, Illinois at the Chicagoland Speedway for the second Dash for Cash race presented by Flemdogs. In the broadcast booth with me for the pre-race It is Mr. Reese Kelva. Reese, how are you doing, pal?
How you doing? I'm doing good, baby. Had a little soccer game a little while ago, and now I'm ready to get some iRacing going.
I was gonna say, what kind of speeds were you hitting on the way home?
We shouldn't talk about it.
Okay, all right. Fair enough. Triple digits is fine. But we are here at the Chicagoland Speedway for the first time in the Wheels America Cup Series. This place is a very fun, very fast, and tire-eating track. Now, do you have some wonderful notes on this racetrack and kind of take us into this Joliet, Illinois mile-and-a-half track?
Yeah. So some cool, neat facts about this track. You can fit 42 Chicago Bull stadiums in the middle of this thing. Another cool fact, these are 18 degree turns. The front stretch is at an 11 degree bank. Let's see here. We have never been here before as a series, as a league. So this is going to be a lot of fun here at Chicagoland. See what these boys can do here tonight. And we got 125 laps tonight. We're going to have 4 sets of tires. We're going to have 50% of fuel in these cars. So expect them to go 25, 27 laps. Tires, 25 to 30 laps. Stage 1 is going to be on lap 30. Stage 2 is going to be on lap 70. So we should have some good racing here tonight.
I hope so. A lot. These mile-and-a-halves, these very technical mile-and-a-halves with how they destroy these Goodyear Eagles on these vehicles. It's going to be fun. It's going to be interesting to see how hard people drive in the early parts of these stages. But like you said, stage 1 is 30, and what it sounds like is they might have to push those tires and possibly save just a tad of fuel to make it to that lap 30. Everything changes with the caution, obviously, but it looks like we're definitely going to have a pit stop in stage 2 and obviously stage 3. But let's bring up those points, those beautiful driver points.
I cannot see anything.
Well, that's not good. I will get that figured out in just a second. But with those driver points, Brandon Bowie wins last week at Indianapolis, giving him his second win of the season. Brandon 6 has 3. Matt Fleming has 2. Bowie, like I just mentioned, has 2. Phipps, Dixon, and Ryan Dunkelberger all have 1. And with what we've seen throughout this season, anybody can win. And with that being said, right now, just in this practice session alone, you got Brandon Bowie backing it right up to go top of the board. And then Ryan Dunkelberger and Nick Lights following that. But if you look at the people with the plus and then the number, go down just a tad. Thomas Meeks is just +7, and a very fast Josh Larson at a -7. Reese, is there anything that stands out for you?
I'm seeing Ryan. Ryan's popping in, right? He's showing his face. Love that. Some will say that was handed to Dixon, right? Because of what happened at that race. I want to see Dixon capitalize on this, right? Let's see Dixon use this as some momentum and show everybody, hey, nah, that wasn't handed to me. I deserve to be here, and I'm going to show y'all why.
There you go. I like how you put that. That was very well put. But I'm so excited. Tonight it is the Dash for Cash, as I'm trying to get timing and scoring back up for everybody at home. It's going to be a fun one. You're going to have Nick Lights, Brandon 6, last week's winner, Brandon Bowie, and I want to say Andrew Phipps as well, but we will cross that bridge when we get there, as I'm trying to get the wonderful timing and scoring back up. Reese, cover some more stuff while I figure out these computer issues.
Let me see what all I got. Usually we talk about this during our qualifying segment, but we do have 2 guys that are going to have penalties tonight. They're going to be starting out with them. That's going to be Nick Biddy. He's going to be starting out with an EOL, plus he'll have a drive-through penalty, so he's not going to be qualifying. And then as soon as the race starts, he's going to come back around and enter the pits. for a drive-through penalty. So tough luck on Biddy. He's going to be fighting from the back this race. Joe David will also be serving an EOL. So he too will not be qualifying tonight. But outside of that, luckily, that's all we had from an exciting race at Indy. We saw Bowie come out with a win. Bowie very dominant in Indy. That was a lot of fun to watch. We saw Matthew Fleming have about one of the worst wrecks we've ever seen in this league. Thank gosh this is virtual and not realistic.
No kidding on that one.
Yeah, so outside of that, this is going to be a fun Dash for Cash. I'm excited. As most know, this is the Dash for Cash presented by Flemdogs Transmission and Auto Repair. So very, very cool to have them on board tonight.
Very cool, as we just got it all figured out over here on the timing and scoring side. We'll not discuss what the mistake I made was, but...
And as y'all see, we got about 2 minutes left to practice. So I tell you what, let's let them see some more practice. And myself, AJ, we'll be right back here in just a few moments.
Yep, we'll be right back. And take it over, Mr. Trace Atkins.
Here to perform our national anthem, please welcome award-winning, multi-platinum country music icon and star of the upcoming Fox series Monarch, Trace Atkins.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
All right, and we're back at the Dash for Cash presented by Flemdogs Transmission and Auto Repair. I'm Reese Kelva. Alongside with me is Steve Tucker here in the booth. Steve, how are you, buddy?
I'll tell you what, I'm doing great, man. Chicagoland, a track we've never been to before. I'm looking forward to it.
Yes, so we were just talking about that, man, in pre-race. First time this league's ever been here. You want to walk us through how this track made its way under our schedule?
Well, I don't know, man. It's one of those tracks that we've never been to, like I said, but it's also it's multi-groove. You know, it kind of has some Kansas traits. It kind of has some Las Vegas traits, right? It's in that 1.5 mile cookie cutter-ish, thing. It's got some uniqueness though. The back stretch is curved, the entire way around. So there's not really a straight part about this track, but the low line is fast. The high line is fast, like you see at Kansas. Just a lot of uniqueness. And right now we're 2 races left to go before the playoffs start. So we figured, you know what? Let's just get to it.
Yeah. So you mentioned it is curved in the rear, right? So guys, most of the time when you hear of a mile and a half track, you think of tri-oval, right? Tri-oval style track. This is not such. This is what you call a D-oval, right? So it's a little bit different. I like it because it's going to wear out on these tires. So yeah. and then we're soon to be up on qualifying. I know, Steve, you need to go do a driver's meeting real quick. So let's get you off to that, buddy, and we'll see you in just a minute.
Alrighty.
All right.
All right, so qualifying has started.
I'll get in front of the camera once again. But, yeah, qualifying has started. Right now, Nick Silver doing a great job on his second lap to better it at a 31.
Look at Pasoko. Pasoko coming through saying, don't forget about me, baby.
And Duberman goes back once
again. Wow.
And just remember, everybody,
Phipps!
The drivers with the red numbers are your Dash for Cash drivers.
Wow. All these guys just leapfrog. Here we go again. Tetro to the top.
With a little bit of a different City Chevrolet scheme. And then there goes Phipps.
He is running something a little different tonight, wasn't he?
Thomas
I saw some black in that scheme.
Going down the backstretch on his second lap, currently P10.
Old Thomas Meeks. Listen, while we're on the 55 right now, I got to spend some time with Thomas Meeks, one of my drivers here at Powerhouse. I took him to the Texas A&M game this last Saturday. A lot of fun meeting his wife, his child, hanging out, showing them how we do it at Aggie Land. Had a blast with him. Great guy right there.
And Thomas Meeks will improve to P8. Here comes Matt Smith into the tri-oval, cuts it. He will go P3, very fast P3.
P3.
Brandon Bowie, last week's winner, Dash for Cash driver in the Mamba 34.
That's looking good tonight.
I love that black and purple. Oh, hits the wall coming out of turn 4.
Oh no.
Dash for Cash drivers. Brandon
That's not what Bowie wanted.
Is going to start in right around that 12th position. Ryan Dunkelberger crossing the line now in the auto deck, 26 Ford Mustang.
So we talked about the red numbers, right, that y'all are seeing over here on the side. Also, you will notice with Brandon Bowie, when we were just watching him, there's going to be a red stripe. You're seeing it right here on Nick Lights' number 4 car. There's going to be a red stripe. Those are going to be the guys in the running for this Dash for Cash.
Yep. Little close up on Nick Lights' car.
Nick Lights, Camping World Truck Series driver. Love having him in the league.
First lap, P14.
We can get done here.
Thought he was going to get tight out of 2, but stays in it and full head of steam down that backstretch.
Give that thing low.
Very low.
And we'll have to get with AJ here in a little bit and see how it is running. You know, can you run right at the line this whole race? Do you need to get up a little bit?
Lights goes P1.
Holy! He busted the sound barrier. He hit the 30s.
Maverick would be happy on that one. Coming to put his
AJ?
first qualifying lap on the board. There's Mr. Beer Nuts.
I just had Brahms delivered to me. Yummy. See what old Matthew Fleming can get done here.
The Cowboy can be. The Cowboy is okay. The other guy could be a little louder. All right, well, right now I will turn myself up. We're just waiting for Steve, Mr. Steve Tucker to get back, and he will take over his broadcasting duties, and I will put myself behind the camera. Matthew Fleming, P1 with a 30.88. Beer Nuts to pole for the time being.
Wow. Wow.
Well,
holy cow.
Somebody's a little surprised.
Fleming getting it done. And now here he is, number 66, Brandon 6.
Already throwing out his first lap, trying to get some heat in those tires. Kind of running it like it's a Daytona qualifying lap.
He's giving it the old Larson, isn't he?
what it looks like.
We've been seeing him do it all season. He's been so dominant. Let's see if he blows the doors off of this one.
Or will he be like his teammate and smack the wall coming out of turn 4 like we saw Brandon Booney do?
We don't want to put that juju on him.
I bet, well, knock on wood. Like what we said, he threw away his first lap of 32.10. Right now, hauling the mail down that branded backstretch.
He's scooting. He runs so smooth. I don't see any wobbles. Back end's not kicking around everywhere.
At the line. Brandon 6, P1. 30.85.
Wow, by 400s.
Looks like a lot of these drivers are actually pretty close together. Jonathan Wright coming to finish his qualifying attempt. Will he stay P14? No, he'll go P2. 30.85 as well.
Holy cow.
Brian Dixon, Charlotte Motor Speedway winner. His second lap. Does he improve? Yes, he does. P14. Robert Hissong coming to the line. Lap 1, P17.
Hey, look right here. 7th to 9th all have the exact same times as well.
Oh, wow.
That top 10 is going to be a cluster.
You wanted to say the other word. Robert Hissong going into 3 and 4. Looks like he's arching it a little bit. We haven't seen a lot of drivers do that. They stuck to the bottom and then kept it there.
Yeah.
But Robert Hissong from 17th to P5.
Oh, I went back. Hey, he made me eat my words.
Well, it sounds like you're eating them anyway.
Sorry.
Well, qualifying is almost over. Just about another minute left. Don't see anybody on track, so now would be a good time to bring Mr. Steve Tucker on board.
He is still in a meeting. If we want to go to a quick commercial break real quick, and we'll be right back, y'all, with the Dash for Cash presented by Flemdogs Transmission and Auto Repair.
From Mordor to Hogwarts to Gotham, the nerds have come together to create a show for nerds by nerds. Join nerds doing nerd things as they talk about all things nerdy. Stay up to date on the show by liking the Nerds Doing Nerd Things Facebook page.
And we're back at the Dash for Cash presented by Flemdogs Transmission and Auto Repair. I'm Reese Calva. Alongside me, Steve Tucker. That was AJ Capola you were hearing a little while ago in the pre-race. He is going to step back to the broadcaster. Love that. Steve.
Yes, sir.
Have you been seeing these qualifying times?
Ooh, it's close. There's no other way to say it.
Yeah,
They're
holy
so
moly.
close up here. It's
Steve, you want to go down our qualifying order real quick?
You know what? I'm gonna let you do it this time because you did it last time. Or I did it last time.
I got Brandon 6,
Perfect.
Jonathan Wright on the front row, Matthew Fleming, Nick Leitz are going to be 3 and 4. 5th and 6th is going to be Robert Hissong, Andrew Phipps. 7th and 8th will be Tetro and Matt Smith. In the 9th spot will be Matt Alplinger. 10th spot, Ryan Dunkelberger. 11th, Pasoko. 12th, Lamphere. 13th, Luke Doberman. 14th, Michael Bennett. Oh, 15th, Brian they're going fast. I can't keep up. 17th going to be Larson. 18th, oh, they're moving. 17th going to be Larson. Nick Silver in 18th. 19th, Brandon Bowie. Mitch Diamond in 20th. 21st, Anthony Williams. 22nd, Frankie Barroso. 23rd, Brandon Shelton. 24th, Nick Biddy. 25th, Kevin Bullock. 26th, Steve Tucker.
What?
Up in the house.
Oh.
27th, okay. Joseph David.
Imposter.
28th, Ben Madden. 29th, Charles, Mr. Balance.
I have no idea what happened there, but it's okay.
So, we got, let's see here, real quick on the penalties, right? Steve, we know right off the bat, we went over it earlier, right? Nick Biddy, Joe DeVee, going to be started from the rear. But as far as the ones started from the front, Dash for Cash, Brandon 6 on the pole, Nick Lights in 4th. That's all we got, baby, for Dash for Cash in the top 10.
Surprising, honestly. I mean, yeah, Nick Silver, Brandon Bowie are back there at 18th and 19th. I've got a feeling this is kind of strategy, though. You know, I think they're going to be wanting to save some fuel for stage 1. It's going to be a huge factor in this first stage. Right now, fuel can go about 25, 27 laps, and our first stage ends at lap 30. So,
love it.
All
right, pace cars gonna come off the track right here, y'all. We got 125 laps to see who's gonna win this money. So here we come to the start line for the Dash for Cash Flemdogs transmission auto repair. We are off, baby.
Whew.
Oh my gosh, was that 3 wide?
It's gonna be fun.
And we're getting ran over.
Turn 1, nice and easy. Uh-oh, John Wright making a move on the outside of Matthew Fleming. Already.
Oh. Wow. And hey, we saw in the qualifying times, we're talking about like maybe 2 or 3 hundredths of a second.
Oh, yeah.
That's it. Holy moly. Come on. Don't let 6 get away. Steve, we were wanted to touch on this in the pre-race. Talk to us about this track, right? Can you get around riding high? Do you want to stay low? Is low just going to completely eat the tires?
Oh no, this is one of those tracks, man, where you can literally go high, just like Kansas, you know, in turns 1 and 2, 3 and 4, or you can stay low. But both are fast, both are viable, especially, you know, at nighttime where there's plenty of grip. We're gonna see a bunch of guys here, you know, doing some different strats.
Speaking of different strats, coming up high, Matthew Fleming. He's been riding that high side the whole time. 6, loving it down low. Fleming, surprisingly, really fast here.
You're going to see a lot of... Yeah.
We didn't talk about this in our team meeting.
You're going to see a lot of guys here tonight, high, up high against that wall. Definitely fast. There's actually a bump in turn 3 that if you hit it just right, it just sends you left, and you can really just whip around the corner.
I see that being a issue. This whole coming off of 4, 3 wide. Some guys taking the apron, some guys not. I think that's going to come into play. I've got us for 6 cautions tonight. Steve, what do you got?
6 cautions. You know what? That's actually not a bad number. I kind of agree with you. I'm going to go 1 less. I'm going to go 5.
Wow. And I'm hearing from our producer. He's going 7.
I like it. Okay. I'll tell you what. Right now on these fresh tires, the field's going to be pretty quick right now. A lot of guys aren't holding back, but fuel is going to play an issue. We talked about it earlier. I mean, right now, fuel can go 25, 27 laps. These guys have to go 30 right now for stage 1.
Yeah,
so
and
who's going to save gas?
And we saw it in qualifying. All these guys qualified very, very close. And look at the pack that we have up front.
Unreal.
And this is a nice grouping right here.
Well, Nick Biddy right now is a lap down from a penalty that he got last week in Indianapolis. So right now he's not actually in second place fighting for the lead like you see. He's actually trying to fight to stay in the lead lap.
Yeah, he's fighting for his life at the moment. He wants a caution. He needs somebody to slide right now.
He does, exactly.
Please.
Surprisingly, though, a couple guys up front right now. I know it's early, but a couple guys who need wins. I mean, talking about playoffs, right? I mean, Jonathan Wright right now sitting in P4, fighting Jeff Tetro's teammate up on the high side. Needs a win, in my opinion, to make the playoffs. Right now, he's mathematically possible to make his way in, but I mean, you know, the way his season's gone so far, this is a track where he can definitely win. So I'm looking at him today to upset the field.
Oh. Yeah, and do you notice the new paint scheme on this city car?
I do, yeah. Jeff Tetro.
I like the black.
Little updated, yeah.
I like it.
Looking pretty good. Ryan Pasoko right now. Can't forget about him. A guy who's never won in the league but needs a win. Right now, still in the top 10.
And
pretty solid.
How many Dash for Cash drivers do we have?
We have 4. We have 4 today. Yeah, so for the folks at home watching, I mean, the 4 Dash for Cash guys are Brandon Bowie, Brandon Six, Nick Lights, and Nick Silver. And those guys on your stream, you'll see them with the reddish orange number on the left side ticker, as well as a special orange and red windshield banner on top of their cars.
Yeah, so Six and Bowie, the ones out.
And there it is, yeah. Nice looking paint scheme right there.
The Mamba.
Looking back in the field, I mean, right now, up front's looking pretty tight. Top 10, top 15, and really under a blanket right now. But back a little further, we got Kevin Bullock and Mitch Diamond. I think this is the group right here, guys, that is saving the fuel. They know they can't make it, you know, hard charging this entire first stage. I think these are the guys who are saving fuel. Mitch Diamond, Kevin Bullock, Michael Bennett.
A little strategy.
Matt Fleming having a huge issue. Matt Fleming having a huge issue here. Was in the lead. Pulled off.
He is falling back like a rock.
Might have to go back and take a look at that. But that
looks like he's back in the fuel now.
Yeah, over the radio saying he had some kind of like screen malfunction or something. So unfortunate, but I mean, lucky.
All right, Steve, we got a replay right here. Hopefully, he's not going to take on any damage.
Woo! Just dives down low. Saves it though in the grass. Comes back on track.
Oh!
Oh my! Oh. Such a great job by everybody else.
One of the things we deal with here in the virtual racing world. You never tell what your computer is going to do.
Yeah, it's tough, man. It's not easy.
And now a guy who found himself, qualified second. He is now going to be on the fight for his life. Ugh.
Here's the thing, though, about Matt Fleming. Guys get 2 wins. Not really worried about getting into the playoffs. He's already in the playoffs, right? So he's looking good. You know, when when you've got a few wins, you can afford it. Meanwhile, Nick Lights right here in the middle of Brandon Six and Jeff Tetro, looking pretty dicey for 3rd place.
Dunkelberger, look, itching to bring it 4 wide.
Oh my word! Look at this.
Oh, whoa!
Oh! Oh my word! What are they doing? It's lap 13, guys. Come on.
This is fun though. I like it.
Oh, it is. Again.
It.
But this is 2 Dash for Cash guys fighting for that.
Okay, so let's take a look inside Dunkelberger's machine of the 26.
There he is, making it 4 wide. He's 4 wide right now. In between Nick Lights and Jeff Tetro, 4 wide. Oh no, it's not gonna work.
Uh-oh.
He makes it work. Oh my gosh. Ryan Dunkelberger.
Great job by this lead.
4 wide.
These guys doing a great job tonight.
Guys, I don't know if we can do a replay of that move by Dunkelberger, but that was incredibly aggressive. But honestly, it was surprisingly clean. But again, this track, it affords you to have those kind of racing up high, down low, wherever you want to be, you can be.
Well, I want to thank my wife real quick for bringing me Brahms. That tasted amazing.
Here's that replay right here. Ryan Dunkelberger making it 4 wide.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow. And if you're Pasoko sitting behind that going, uh-oh.
Yeah, I mean, you just know it's going to be a yellow flag, but
Yeah,
these guys, I'm impressed. I'm not going to lie. I'm impressed.
Pasoko and Phipps. I couldn't tell who that 25 was. I'm used to seeing that Farmer's Insurance.
Ooh, Brendan Bowie
He's
making
now
a
in a
huge
red
dive
and white
down
car
low.
tonight.
Brendan Bowie making a huge dive below Ryan Pasoko and Jeff Tetro, 3 wide. We're seeing Reese.
Yo,
What's going on? We're seeing a lot of 3 wide right now.
a whole lot.
Chicagoland.
These guys are getting racy. Bowie
Top
coming from the
17.
back of the pack. He's already at 6th. Fleming going from 2nd to out yonder. In fact, I'm seeing that Fleming is out at the moment. Is anybody else hearing this? Uh-oh.
He's on pit road currently right now, taking 4 tires, it looks like. I do see tires going on the car. This could be strategy, though. Keep in mind, he was having issues earlier with his screen.
It's true. You know what I think? He's going to go ahead and set up
strat.
for the next,
Exactly. Yep.
stage. He knows he's fast, right? Let's get that car back up front.
Exactly.
Oh. I'm being told Fleming is being shown 5 laps now.
Oh, yeah. We are seeing that now in our scoring system. Unfortunate for him. This is the same guy who Reese says we saw last week in Indy. Went flying.
Yeah, he went and met the Lord. And he is now back with us.
He's a new person now.
He is.
He's born again at Indianapolis.
He digitally vanished for us. Look at Tetro making a move on Phipps to the bottom.
Uh-oh. 6 has a run on Biddy, but Biddy's lapped down.
Yeah, poor Biddy. And he doesn't look slow. Yeah, him being a lap down, right, due to the penalty that he had from last week in Indianapolis. Had to serve an EOL and had to do a drive-through.
I'll tell you what, one person who's kind of impressing me right now on the high side that we're looking at is Matt Smith in that 35 Douglas distributing car. Making the outside line of work. I got the privilege to practice with him last night for a while, and he definitely found something on that high line for sure. So I'm looking forward to seeing him in this race as we see Matt Fleming
lights to the bottom.
Unfortunately.
Oh, no. So
having major issues back-to-back races.
Had a great start tonight. Unfortunately, out of the race so early. I know he's not going to be happy about that.
So we're seeing, we're seeing Brandon 6 pull out right now in the lead. But I don't know. This might be a different kind of move because tires fall off pretty quick. These guys definitely can't make it on fuel unless we get that caution. So, I don't know. Maybe they think they saved enough. It's hard to say.
Yeah, hard to say right now. But 6, man, he's so commanding every single week. So dominant. That's what I meant to say.
For sure.
Man.
A couple of guys in the back here.
Bowie having a lift. Wright says, I'll take it.
Whew.
Yeah, Bowie's kind of falling back to 7th right here.
Recollects it though. Good luck for him.
We did not like that.
A little back in the pack here. We got Thomas Meeks in P18. This is a guy fighting for his playoff berth right now. Right behind Brian Dixon. Brian Dixon again winning Atlanta. That wild car race in Atlanta.
Yeah, we talked about this earlier in the pre-race, right? Dixon, he needs to have a top 10 here, top 5, right? Dixon needs to show everybody, hey, that wasn't just a hand me win, right? I am this good. I do deserve to be in the playoffs.
Oh, for sure. Exactly.
Right? He needs a good race right here to show everybody, hey, that wasn't handed to me. Stoko doing a great job, still in the top 10, trying to hang on to it right here. But he's got 2 boys right behind him, Opplinger and Opie and Tetro. They want it.
They do. Then one driver I want to bring up real quick now that we're about 5 laps to go into the stage 1 end is Ben Madden in that 33 car. Got to say, the season for him started kind of rough. accidents and just race pace, I guess you could say, or racecraft. But I'll tell you what, this guy, he has either practicing hardcore or he has figured something out, because the last couple of races has been really impressive. I mean, just overall racecraft and speed and just knowing how to control his car. So props to him.
Yeah, it was like rookie mistakes or something that we were seeing out of him.
Right.
Something you could tell was just a little off.
Yes. Right behind him too, Josh Larson in an 18 car, currently in P19. Not the run he needs. This is a guy right now in P17 in the playoff bubble. Needs to have a good finish. Needs stage finishes and top 10s. So we'll see how this race goes for him, but this is not what he needs right now.
No, not at all.
Dunkelberger continues to make it 3 wide here at the front. Just past Nick Silver and Matt Smith were here for that P3. Starting to fan out now a little bit. Tires are going to play a huge role into this. I'm curious to know if anyone's going to take some gas right here, but pits do close right now. The pits are now closed. 2 laps to go before the stage 1 ends. We have Brandon 6 leading, kind of commandingly, a couple second lead. Nick Lights in P2. And then Nick Biddy right there. He's not actually third. He's a lap down, trying to stay on that lead lap, trying to get it back. But then Ryan Dunkelberger in P3. Nick Silver P4. And then, Brandon Bowie making a move here on Matt Smith for P5, top 5. Prestige looking great right now.
Okay, I'm back.
Oh, welcome
Sorry
back.
about that.
How you doing?
My screens too decided we would go to the dark side.
Ooh,
It was rough.
interesting.
Interesting.
I'll tell you what, he came back at a good time, because Brandon 6 is about to win stage 1, coming into turn 3, out of turn 4
All
now.
right. Coming on to stage 4, our Dash for Cash, presented by Flemdogs Transmission and Auto Repair. For stage 1, winner will be Brandon 6. Doing a great job here at Chicagoland, showing us exactly what he's done all season. He is dominant, he is consistent, and he has a 6 in his last name.
A lot of 6s going on right now.
There's a lot.
Top 10 for the stage 1 will be Brandon 6, Nick Lights, Ryan Dunkelberger, Nick Silver, Brandon Bowie, Andrew Phipps, Robert Hissong, Matt Smith, John Wright, and Ryan Pasoko. Great run for him. Top 10.
Yeah, great job for all these guys. So, as we said, this is the Dash for Cash, presented by Flemdogs Transmission and Auto Repair. That's Steve Tucker. I'm Reese Calva. We'll be right back after words from our sponsors.
From Mordor to Hogwarts to Gotham, the nerds have come together to create a show for nerds by nerds. Join nerds doing nerd things as they talk about all things nerdy. Stay up to date on the show by liking the Nerds Doing Nerd Things Facebook page.
All right, we're back. Dash for Cash, presented by Flemdogs Transmission and Auto Repair here at Chicagoland. Stage 1 in the books, everybody. A dominant performance by Brandon Six. We saw Matthew Fleming, who qualified second, fall out of the race. Hate to see that happen. We see Brandon Bowie coming all the way up into the 4th position. Him and Silver on a tear. Pasoko trying to stay in the top 10. Matt Smith trying to stay up there. Jonathan Wright as well. So we have all 4 Dash for Cash drivers finally in the top 10 now, as we are about to get set going for stage 2. We'll see if we can get a word in with Brandon Six. I don't know if we got him. I'm getting word. Beer Nuts is back out on the track now. Love that. Mr. Matthew Fleming right there behind the pace car. Love it. Good. Good for him. Love to see that. Yeah, I'm looking for Brandon's. There he is. Six is right here in front of me. All right, so with us in the booth, stage 1 winner. Let's get a word from him real quick. Brandon Six, you got a copy?
Yeah, how's it going, fellas?
What up, baby? How was it? I mean, it looks like it's a Sunday stroll for you, but...
I mean, it's just a casual drive out here. Isn't that what it always is? Nah, just pick.
It's the way you make it look.
No, just pick it. I mean, I actually had to work pretty hard there early in the run, not to get killed. 3 wide there for quite a few laps, and just try and protect the tires, honestly.
Gotcha,
Brendan, did you know that Dunkelberger was 4 wide for a second with you guys?
I did not.
It was pretty wild. He made a bold move, and you were right there on the inside. So, great job. Looks like you're pitting right now. We're gonna let you go, and good luck, buddy.
Yep, thank you.
He's probably going, oh, really? All right, Brandon Six into the pits. Yeah, our apologies. We thought he had already hit the pits. So this is good for Fleming, though. Fleming back. He's going to get a few laps. Wait a minute. Yeah, I'm seeing lights off on the pace car also. Brandon Six doing a little strategy or something.
It's got to be Strat, guys.
Going to be what?
So, Nick Silver's going to be P1 right now. Guys, so stage 2 is a little tiny bit longer than stage 1. So fuel was a concern right there. We saw Kevin Bullock run out of fuel. And I think these guys are topping off.
This is a 40 lap. This is going to be 10 more laps.
Once we go green, it'll be about a 35 lap stage. So if this goes green, I bet these guys are going to have to definitely pit once more for sure.
Oh, okay. All right, so that's what we're seeing. We were wondering. All right, so pace lights out on the pace car. Pace car off the track. We are set up for stage 2 of the Dash for Cash presented by Flemdogs Transmission and Auto Repair. That is a mouthful. Nick Silver going to lead us off into turn 1.
You killed it, though.
I can bit my tongue.
Oh, no. Ben Madden spinning around and turning around.
Oh, no. In the yellow. Flies.
Oh, collects Matt Smith.
Oh, no. Got to hold your... Listen, right? We were talking about him earlier. He is getting all the rust beat off, but doing a great job. He is improving. Week by week.
So,
looks like we're going to go back and get a replay of what just happened here. Oh, I think he got a little... Did he get a little higher or no?
I think he might have.
There we go. There's a good camera. Oh, whoop. Can we rewind that one more time? Let's watch this a little slower. I want to see the 55's line.
This is a tough one, man.
33 diving in. Oh, but he's got the 55 underneath him. Oh, you got to know your surroundings. You got to know what's coming. Oh, poor balance. Oh, no.
Yeah.
And
Definitely
David.
tough for a few guys, for sure.
Yipes. Well, DeVee getting smacked twice. Bowie gets by, Lights gets by. And then I think right here we're going to see old Matt Smith. Oh, he thought he could miss it all. Wasn't the case. So we're back under caution again. And I don't know, do we want to go? I'd like to talk about a few of these cars. What do you think, Steve? I don't think I want to go to commercials on this one. Maybe we run down a few cars, thank their sponsors for being on their cars. Right here, Jonathan Wright. He's out of Carlton, Georgia. He's a 31-year-old iRacer. Who's he got on the side of that car? If we could zoom in. He's just with badass racing, baby. That's our badass motorsports team. Right behind him is going to be Matt Opplinger in the 82. Or I'm sorry, Doberman in the 01 car out of Middleburg, Pennsylvania. I can't tell what that says. I think it says American Racing all over it.
Yes, sir.
It's going to be the Pocono Concrete.
Pocono Concrete. Yep.
Yeah. Right behind him is going to be 82 Matt Opplinger out of Greensburg, Pennsylvania, racing for Steel City. Behind him is going to be the 87 of Mr. Tetro in that City Chevrolet. Love that.
That's right.
car.
Oh, it looks so good. Right now we're seeing a bunch of guys taking fuel. We did mention that fuel's going to play a big strategy into this stage. A lot of guys, Nick Lights, Andrew Phipps, Meeks, and Mitch Diamond, all these guys are taking fuel. Frankie Barroso.
Ooh, got two teammates battling off of pit lane. Meeks and Phipps. Getting out there, and it looks like I just saw Smith's car. Doesn't look like too much damage. I don't think. From what I saw, the front end may have a little bit over on the passenger side, but
Yeah, I'm taking a look now. Yeah, the right front's a bit damaged. We're looking at, but I mean, it's really it shouldn't be a whole lot to really to worry about.
And let's take a look at Balance. Charles Balance, another car we saw get caught up in it. Maybe we can get a little look-see at that one. That 41 machine.
Yeah. The right rear of his car looks a little damaged, but honestly, not too bad, really.
Good. Good. What we want to see. I like the hard racing, but at the same time, I want to see these guys staying out on the track having fun.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, a lot more strategy going on. Look at how many just dived in. Holy cow. Everybody coming right back down pit lane.
Yeah,
Holy
everyone's trying
moly.
to top off with that fuel. A lot of guys who need playoff points, too. I mean, we're looking at Brandon Shelton right now in the top 10 currently. Top 16, excuse me, but trying to get every inch he can for fuel. In that Honeybee Acres car. I think it looks so good.
Yeah, that was a lot of guys who just dove down and took more fuel. Like half the pack. Steve, what do you think about this strategy?
It's smart. Bottom line, it's smart.
I don't hate it.
Yeah, it's here's the thing, right? I mean, if this thing goes green right now until the next stage 2, that's 30 laps. That's very, very questionable if they can make it that far. So right now, they're hoping maybe to get one more caution, and then they'll stay out, right? The guys who haven't pitted it at all right now,
right?
You
As
know,
a
for fuel.
I think the fan in me wishes that we would have had
Green flag, green flag.
But here we go.
Speaking of
At
which,
Chicagoland, who's going to win stage 2? We're going all the way to lap 70 right here, boys. We got 40 laps to get it done.
Jonathan Wright.
We got 60 laps to get it done. No, 30. Sorry. Jeez.
Something.
Let me turn my mic off.
We have Jonathan Wright right now leading the race. Man, Oblinger in P2. A lot of guys you don't see necessarily up front right now are actually leading the charge with 30 to go in stage 2. Luke Doberman P3. Biddy. We got to talk about Biddy. Got that EOL drive-through penalty at the beginning of the race. Now finds himself in P4. All the way back in P4. Made it work.
Great job, everybody. Coming On the back strap, man, they're all lined up now. What happened, Steve?
Doberman's making a dive into turn 3. What happened? I think they're just trying to chill out, save gas, you know? Gonna be a huge factor here.
Got you. Somebody who's not chilling out. I'm seeing back here Meeks. He is pushing it. On the bottom, coming through the tri-oval. He's got 2 above him. He's trying to pass. He's got 2 teammates right behind him, Barroso and Smith. He's not wasting any time right here. Ooh. And behind him, Michael Bennett. We've been talking about him for about 6 weeks in a row. I need everybody on this track to please stay away from the 19 car. Okay, the 19 car is really tired of getting in wrecks that aren't his fault. I want to see this poor man come across the finish line for a race, please. And back up front, Duberman taking the lead, Steve, and a commanding lead at that. Great job by Duberman. He's got Wright behind him, Opplinger in 3rd, Biddy in 4th, Bullock gonna round out the top 5. Charles Balance is a name that, you know, if I'm being honest, we don't always see him in 10th, so I want to give him a little shout out. Charles Balance to the 10th position. He's gonna try and fight off Brandon Bowie right behind him.
Looking real good right there, man. Holy crap.
And just in the scenario of we have not seen him in 10th a lot, that Perch has got a great white right behind him. Brandon Bowie is going to try and come right through Charles Balance. Yeah, that's 2 prestige cars, 3 prestige cars right behind him. He's going to have his hands full here for a second. Williams coming up into the top 10. That 5 car right there going to be fighting Bowie. Bowie. Oh, Steve, kind of making quick work right there. What do you think?
Oof. I mean,
he's coming, baby.
This whole top, I mean, it's, I don't even know what's happening. This is a lot to, this is a lot. These guys are just all over the place. You get comers and goers. You get guys up front who, I mean, are fast, right? But probably shouldn't be up front. And you get fast guys in the back. So this is just one of those races, man, that's going to turn into strategy completely. The whole thing.
Now they're starting to get a little racy.
Yeah,
Duberman, though, did he take gas? Fuel?
I sure hope so, or he's in trouble.
So he did not come in under the caution, Steve?
No, he didn't.
Y'all, we're hearing from our producer. This man right here didn't come in. Maybe that's why. Right now he's thinking, I need to gap these guys as much as I can. Man. Gap them hard, come in.
Oof.
I mean, either way, you can't make up that time.
No.
There's no way.
No, you definitely can't. This is tough,
That's
though.
too
I mean,
fast.
Speaking of too fast, I mean, we got guys right here in the back of the top 10. Nick Lights dives down, trying to pass Brandon 6. Dash for cash, guys, right now.
This is, I love, I think I really like Chicagoland, especially with this league. Look at how many guys are fast together.
Oh, yeah. I'm impressed, man.
Qualifying blew my mind with how many guys qualified within a couple hundredths of each other. This is neat.
I mean, so far, we've got guys who are in the front of the pack who either took no fuel or less fuel or no tires. And we've got the fast guys, or the guys who you would typically expect to see in the front. Right now, outside the top 10, but they're not really making a lot of progress. It's close racing, but they're not really moving forward quickly.
That's true.
So that's good to know. I mean, looking through the field right now, a couple guys, Luke Doberman again. I mean, we talked about him pitting since lap 31, and still he's just got a commanding lead up here and going into turn 1 right now. Surprising, honestly. No one's really catching him. JD, Jonathan Wright.
And things that we've talked about with this league, right? I've always talked about how guys go from the front to the back, right? You never know what to expect. A good example of that tonight is we see Charles Balance in 9th at the moment, right? And then we look back all the way back to the 24th position as we see 3 wide right here. How's that gonna? Okay, we're gonna play good. But we look back to the 24th position, and we got Frankie Barroso. These guys just are not gonna let me talk about this, are they? You know what I mean? You used to seeing balance more back here, Frankie more up there, and these two completely flip-flopped. Right? Frankie just not liking this track this weekend. He can't, I don't know, he's having a bad night with this track, but it just goes to show this league, you never know what you're gonna get week to week.
Exactly. I mean, the competition's so stiff. Competition's so stiff. You get guys who certain tracks work for them, right? I mean, like, again, like the flatter tracks of Phoenix or New Hampshire, it just falls into someone's wheelhouse, right? Chicagoland, might be somebody else's. It's just, and also this next gen car is just so even across the board.
Yeah.
It's just, it shows.
I am, while we're talking about this, I'm concerned for Doberman. I don't.
Yeah. I would agree. I think he might have actually just bounced off the wall there in turn 4. Jonathan Wright's actually catching up pretty quick.
Uh-oh.
But fuel is going to be an issue and a concern for these guys. I still feel like right now.
Very much so. And I'm seeing Silver in 6. And Dunkelberger, old Dunk. I don't see them busting into the top 10 like I thought I would.
Yeah, right now they're knocking on the door for 10th. But these guys are right now on the inside. Ryan Dunkelberger tries to make a pass on the inside of 6, but doesn't quite get it. Brandon Bowie making the pass against Joe David, but looking a bit shaky there, but overall pretty good. But like I said, these guys aren't really making a move. They're there, but they're not really moving forward.
Right.
Interesting.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. They're there, but they're
unless
like
they're trying to save fuel.
Okay.
That's the thing.
And that's all I can think of. Have you ever seen a pack of cars come up on a police officer and everybody just stacks behind them going on the highway?
Yep.
I feel like everybody has gotten around 6 and Bowie and then went, like, hold on, maybe we need to watch what they're doing.
Speaking of which, Brandon 6 right now pulling it 3 wide between Dunkelberger and David. Slides up in front of David, makes the pass. Pretty dicey.
Whoa.
Oof.
Yeah, because we still got some names back here that are not busting the top 6. Silver, Larson, David, balance back to 16th. I'm not understanding.
Jonathan Wright, we're just talking about him making the pass for P1. Passes Luke Doberman.
Great job for Jonathan Wright. He's been pushing all season long.
Oh, yeah.
Finds himself leading the lap here at Chicagoland. I think he'll get more than one.
I'll tell you what, he is in 19th place in the playoff bubble right now. And if this man wins this race, that is going to be a huge shakeup for Darlington next week.
And I want to get with our producer and see when Wright pit last. If he pit with everybody, or if he too is.
We got word.
Doberman special.
Jeff Tetro pitting in right now.
So I did just hear, Steve, Doberman and Wright are on the same strategy.
Really?
So those two will both need fuel.
Interesting.
All right, here we go. Biddy, Tetro coming in. Biddy trying to get that lap back. Gummit.
He's already got it.
Oh, he did get it. You're right. We did have a caution. That's in Tetro and interest.
Oh, man. Biddy and Tetro having a strong run right here. Right now they're pitting. 4 tires and fuel. Maybe just fuel right here, actually, for Tetro.
And here comes Wright coming out of turn 4. He's going to come back onto the front stretch. Can these boys get out of pit lane? I don't think so.
Fuel only for Biddy and Tetro.
There we go. They're out. Go, boys, go. I don't think this is going to work. I think Bowie, Leeds, Silver, 6, Dunk, Lemfear, I think they're good. I think you're about to see from about 5th on back move up to the first position.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I think at this
Bullock,
point,
Opie, Doberman, I think they're going to fall.
Yeah, the guys that we were just talking about who were in the top 10 or right outside the top 10 who weren't really making it forward, those are the guys who are saving fuel, right? They're trying to make this thing on, without having to pit. But I think the majority of this field is going to have to pit either now or pretty soon. But Tetro and Biddy.
Here's the other thing. Wright and Doberman were a lap ahead, right? Because they didn't go in for pits? Oh,
they were on the lead lap, yeah.
So everybody was on the lead lap with them. Exactly. Because here's what I'm seeing. Right, well, no, okay. I'm back. All right.
Welcome back.
Mentally, Calvin's back. Yes. Ay. I talked myself into a corner of confusion.
Nick Light's trying to make that pass on Nick Silver right now.
Duberman taking it. Oh, he's lapping Smith. Come on, Smith.
Bunch of more guys pitting right now. I believe Charles Bounds just said over the radio.
Outside of Matthew Fleming, Powerhouse just not liking Chicagoland at the moment.
Yeah, they're not really a huge fan.
We got Meeks back in 20th, and I think he's in the highest position, 19th. So Powerhouse Racing not having a good night tonight.
Hey, one driver I'll keep in mind. I mean, we talk about him, I feel like every race just because of the bad luck. But I mean, right now, so far, Michael Bennett. I mean, right now, granted in 20th, but having a clean race, no incidents.
Yes.
Just keeping the nose clean. Right behind him, Frankie Barroso, again, talked about his struggles today. But again, keeping the car clean, that might matter, at the end of this thing. So yeah, we'll see how this race fares for them.
And Michael Bennett Racing, if you're a part of that team, you just want to finish, right? And you've had no reason not to finish all the other ones. It's always been because of what's happening out on the track that you get taken out. None of it's driver error. Ugh. You hate to see that for that team.
You hate it. Luke Doberman right now coming in from second place into the pits.
Oh, Doberman. And now we will watch that 5 on back start moving up. They're already up to the 3rd position. Brandon Bowie leading the charge out of all the cars who have enough fuel to make it to the end. It's going to be Bowie, Dunk, Silver, Lights, Opplinger, 6 just past Opplinger. Phillips, Lamphere. I don't see Wright and Bullock staying up front. Do we know anything about the 62? Would like to see if our producer can
Opplinger
find.
He just pit. Opplinger's pitting right now.
Wow. Well, he too was on that same strategy.
There he is. Kevin Bullock pitting now. But the guy I'm watching is Jonathan Wright, lap 65. Oh, John Wright's pitting right now. Here he comes.
5 laps to go. He's coming in, and there goes the pack right around him. I don't know what we're doing here. Unless we're setting... No, I still don't know what we're doing.
That right now will give Brandon Bowie the lead. Oh, but it's sick. Oh, no. Dunkelberger makes the pass, actually. A little shaky there for a second, but makes the pass. The P1.
I'm going to try to get him a stage win right here. We got 3 to go. 4 to go. Sorry. All right, we're hearing John Wright ran out of fuel.
Oof.
He was putt-putting down pit lane. Glad he could make it happen.
This top 5 is under a blanket right now. Dunkelberger leading this thing. Coming to 2 to go in the stage. Brandon Bowie, Nick Silver, Nick Lights. Right now we have the Dasher Cash 4 guys all in the top 5. Ryan Dunkelberger playing spoiler right now.
Oh, traffic coming. Listen, when you're on the interstate, you see somebody flying up, please move to the right.
Right now, John Wright needs to stay on the lead lap if he wants to have this last stage work out for him.
Wow. Okay, so watch this. This lap traffic, though, isn't slow. That's right. Right isn't slow, so is this really lap traffic?
Ooh. Brandon Bowie.
Bowie's going to go to the bottom.
Dive down turn 3, turn 4.
Look at Wright
right now.
Wright's actually pulling away. Who's going to get the draft off Wright? Right now, if I'm Bowie and if I'm Dunk, either one of them, right? I want to go get that draft.
Guys, the top 5 right now is absolutely just huddled together.
Yes, the top 5, and from 5th to 6th, that's a 5-second gap.
Reese, we're going to see a photo finish, I think. The end of the stage.
Here we come. End of the stage coming in 3 and 4. Who is going to barrel out? Somebody's going to let it all hang out. There he is to the top side. Not going to happen. Silver doesn't have enough. Dunkelberger, stage 2 winner here at the Dash for Cash, presented by Flemdogs Transmission Auto Repair. I don't know why I'm talking like this. What a great finish. I feel like I was at a horse derby.
Are you on a trampoline, Reese?
I was watching California Chrome.
Reese, live from the backyard on the trampoline. Oh boy. All right, top 10, Reese. Looking at him right now.
Yes, sir. Top
Ryan
10, we're gonna.
Dunkelberger. Okay, who's doing it? Me? All right.
Sorry, go for it, baby.
Ryan Dunkelberger.
Watch the
P1.
horses.
Nick Silver P2, Brandon Bowie P3, Nick Lights P4, Brandon 6, P5, Matthew Smith. Nope, I'm wrong. Andrew Phipps P6, Luke Doberman. Nope, I'm also wrong. Ryan Pasoko P7, Josh Larson P8. I can't. Mitch Diamond P9 and Brian Dixon P10. We're gonna go with
guys. Well, that's your top 10 here at the Dash for Cash, presented by Flemdogs Transmission Auto Repair. That's Steve Tucker. I'm Reese Kelva. We're going to take a break real quick, get a word from our sponsors. I'm going to go find out where the horse derby's at, and we'll be right back.
From Mordor to Hogwarts to Gotham, the nerds have come together to create a show for nerds by nerds. Join nerds doing nerd things as they talk about all things nerdy. Stay up to date on the show by liking the Nerds Doing Nerd Things Facebook page.
All right, we are back at the Dash for Cash, presented by Flemdogs Transmission Auto Repair here in Chicagoland for 125 laps. Getting it done in stage 2 was Ryan Dunkelberger, doing a great job right there at the end. Had a great pit strategy, coming in at the very last second on their caution laps, topping off with fuel, doing a great job. We saw others having to bow out right there with about 3-4 laps to go. So great job of Ryan Dunkelberger. See if we can get a word in with him.
Let's get him.
Let's see if I can grab him. I think we got him. We'll see if he can hear us. Ron Dunkelberger, it's Reese and Steve up in the booth. You got a copy on us?
I got you guys.
What up, baby?
Oh, that was exciting. I rolled in my box with 0.1.
Whoa, it was that close?
I had no gas left. I was doing everything I could. Luckily, I had Nick Silver behind me. He said he was going to give me a push into the pits, and that's all I got. So I'm lucky it didn't happen.
Well, but was that the whole team strategy right there?
The whole strategy was basically make it to the end without going a lap down, having a pit in the middle of that stage. Basically, we just wanted to be full as soon as we went. So before that stage started, went down with 2 to go and filled it back up, and went hard after that, and then saved a little bit in the middle. We were trying to pass some guys, and then we were golden at the end.
All right, Ryan, gonna start in P1, baby. Let's see if you can't get that donk on the podium at the end of this thing.
They're trying. Thanks, guys.
All right, buddy. Have a good one. Ryan Dunkelberger gonna start P1 right here, or no P.
I don't know.
P3.
Take a look.
P2.
Charles bounced the
P
wave
something?
around, and Anthony Williams. Yes,
Okay.
you're right. He is P1.
P1. What do you think? Can he keep it there?
I think so. I do. I mean, right now we're looking like. I mean, even though Brandon's 6-1 stage 1, I don't think he's the fastest car up here. I think it's definitely a mix between Dunkelberger. I think Silver's got some horsepower behind him. Nick Lights. I mean, this is a guy who's been up there every single race, but just always the bridesmaid, never the bride, right? So I think he's going to be a contender for sure here.
Always the bride. No. What'd you say?
It's just always the bridesmaid, never the bride.
Oh,
like you're always
gotcha.
like you're always in second. I don't know.
Gotcha.
It might be a New England thing, but we're gonna just move past it at this point.
Clam chowder.
Clam chowder.
That's what I remember from New England. Good. All
I
right,
don't know.
guys. The lights are out on the pace car. We're coming through 3 and 4. Pace car's gonna dive off right here. I almost went right back into that voice. Please don't ever let me do that again, y'all.
Yeah.
We're gonna strap them down tight. We're gonna send them for the last
Green
stage
flag,
of the
green
Dash
flag.
for Cash. Ryan Dunkelberger getting a great start right here. Jumping out in front, doing a great. Oh, 6 to the bottom. Well, he passed that line and went whoop. We're in the Miller Lite turn 1. I did not know that was a thing until I just saw that. Everybody doing a great job right here. Lap 1.
So far,
What do we think? Do we crank it up for him here for about a lap or two?
I think so. Let's go.
See if we can do a little crank it up right here for y'all. Y'all sit back and enjoy. A little crank it up segment right there, Steve. Always love to crank it up, baby.
Oh, it's so good. These cars are so fast around this place, man. Up high, down low. All over the
Coming
place.
up on lap 80 here at the Dash for Cash presented by Flemdogs Transmission and Auto Repair. Flemdog being one guy who had to exit stage left a little too early this race. Hate to see that for him. He is back on the track, I do believe. Many laps down though, but a big thank you to him for sponsoring this race.
Absolutely. Hey, a couple of guys we haven't really seen together quite a bit this season, but Mitch Diamond making the pass on Brandon 6 or P6. Mitch having a great race right now, and then right behind him, Josh Larson for P8, putting together a
And-
strong run.
Hey, somebody we talked about in pre-race. Look at old Dixon in the top 10. Come on, Dixon.
With a number on his car too.
Come on, baby. I think the numbers make you
Ooh.
faster.
Larson just kissed the wall there out of 4, trying to get around 6.
Larson doing what most Larsons do, baby. They go ride that wall.
Yes, sir.
Maybe it's just a Larson thing.
It might be. I don't know.
You have the last name of Larson. You know how to ride that wall.
Yeah, but you know how to win too.
I went to Larson. You said that.
You see?
God.
It's all
Shots
jokes.
fired. Everybody duck. Watch out for the ricochets.
Oh man. Listen, all
See a
these
little
drivers
battle.
are fantastic.
Way back here for what position is this back there? Sorry, I'm kind of looking around the track.
I'll tell you what, I'm looking
Seeing
right
3
here.
wide coming out of 2 though. 4 wide. Who is on that?
22nd, Jeff Tietzer on the outside.
Yeah, yes, that's exactly where I'm looking. Come on, Bennett.
Baby.
Come on, Bennett. Bennett at the bottom. Who was that? Biddy? Biddy was in the middle. Peter on the outside. His
Biddy's
song
actually a
down
lap
to the
down,
bottom.
excuse me. Biddy's a lap down currently. But right now I'm trying to maintain his status of being the first car lap down so we can get that lucky dog if the yellow comes out.
Yeah. I agree.
Oh, Michael Bennett. Biddy
Oh, not again. Oh,
got
shoot.
together. Mike
I
saved
really
it.
thought it was going to be another one.
That's a great job by Mike right there. Speaking of Mike Bennett, actually, those of you who are big into iRacing in the Northeast region, Mike Bennett actually he races at Stafford Speedway. It's a speedway on iRacing. It's in Connecticut, top northwestern corner. I'll be actually out there in a couple weeks, cheering him on and checking out the track. I live locally in Massachusetts, but should
What's
be
your
fun.
address? What's your address?
It's 123 Mockingbird Lane.
Bennett doing a great job tonight. Another one who I know he was very frustrated before the race. Yes, he is in my camp, but Barroso keeping his head down, y'all. He's now in the 16th position. Great job for him fighting through. Love to see guys who just keep their head in it and just push.
For those of you who didn't understand that joke, that was an Addams Family reference. Just wanted to mention that. I'll tell you what, look at these guys right here. This whole pack in that like 10th to 15th spot is just like so close together right now. Unbelievable racing led by that pack by Andrew Phipps. Nick Biddy goes a little high into Brandon Shelton, but holds it together. These guys are racing so hard to get into that top 10 right now as we wrap this thing down.
Did a great job. Our whole pack. We've only had 1 caution tonight.
Unbelievable.
What? I picked 6.
You did.
What the heck?
Hey, you know what? Could get dicey. We'll see.
All right,
Same
we're
with-
on lap 87 and 125.
Oof.
Right? And we've said fuel only lasts between 25 and 27 laps.
It does.
We
This
said
might be a
tires
two-stopper.
only go 25 to 30, and this is a 55 lap stage right here to the end. So, what do you think? Lap
If you're not,
100?
yeah, oh, for sure. But
Okay.
if you're not close enough, I mean, if you don't like, ease off enough, this might be a two-stopper at the end of this
Gotcha.
thing. And that's, I mean, so you really have to make sure that you one-stop this if possible.
So if I know one thing about this little pack that we just saw the 19 slide through, there are some guys right now looking at that red and white car. Or if we can go back about 2 cars, they're looking at Biddy right there saying, Biddy, get out of my way. And then other guys racing him. But the thing to remember here, guys, even though he's lap traffic, he's still trying to go forward, right? If you're Biddy, you're trying to get back through the pack. You have even further that you're trying to go. So I don't always get the guys who yell at the lap down driver and say, get out of the way. It's making him get out of the way. He just got his get out of the way right there. That's the other thing that can happen though when you're lap traffic. Can we get a replay on that one?
Yeah, let's take a look at that.
We were just talking about it, right? If you're in the way,
Michael
I believe
Lanphier.
you do have a right to be there, but at the same time, you got to watch out for that right there.
Michael Lanphier over the radio saying he needs new pants. So next green flag pit stop, they're gonna have to change those out.
Wait till I get my hands on you. So see, that right there can happen. 82 says, hey, tired of jacking with you. You got to go, baby. And Biddy's
Speaking
saying,
of lucky
hey,
dog.
I'm just trying to go forward.
Back to the front. Got some action kind of brewing up here. Brandon Bowie looking pretty good in P1, but not too far away is Nick Lights in that 4 car. He is catching him ever so slowly.
Well, that incident earlier with Madden, he is now 12 laps down.
No kidding, man.
In fact, only the top 19 on the lead lap right now. Doberman, the first car, he's going to be our lucky dog should we get a caution.
Crazy.
Balance in the 19th spot, hanging on the edge.
I mean, we got some racing action right here between 5th and 5th, 6th, and 7th right now. Ryan Pasoko doing an unbelievable job here right now in P5. Mitch Diamond, Josh Larson, 6th and 7th. Larson diving down low here.
You know, you bring up the 3 car. Everybody loves the 3 car. Right? Whoa! We had a car in the grass getting a little sideways right back there. I think he kept it together. Holy moly. But we were talking about the 3 car. Pasoko. We can go back to last season, and y'all know me. I can give you a dictionary full of Pasoko last season. But talking about Pasoko this season is night and day. Pasoko keeping his head down this season. He is not worried about what is happening around him or what other people are doing. He is concentrated on his own racing, I believe, and getting better at it. And man, has that 3 car improved from last season to this season.
Oh, yeah. And I think a lot of things like that, Reese, I mean, you know, right now the race is kind of quiet, but I mean, you know, the fact that there's no fast repairs, right? There's no fast repairs. There's a lot less cautions, you know, things like that. Some kind of built-in, you know, structure into these races. I think it changes the way how these drivers race these competitors and things like that, and the penalties, obviously, as we see. But it's definitely disciplined drivers a lot more. Yes. Better together.
Yes, and y'all, we're coming up on lap 95. Speaking of discipline, you're going to need it here because right now the tires, they're gone. They're worn out. Oh. This is a completely different car than you had on the restart. I'm seeing guys get on the wall, and sometimes they're touching it. They're forgetting how dead these tires are right now.
Brandon 6 kind of in trouble here. In between Michael Bennett and Jonathan Wright.
Oh, no! Now not the time for a 6 sandwich.
Man, he's the meat in between the bread. Oh,
sorry.
No. Look at how close. They're still banging. They're still banging.
Gosh.
Man, Jonathan Wright not happy there.
And Bennett saying no. We know Bennett, right? One thing we know about Bennett, wherever he's out on the track, that is his spot. You ain't going to take it from him. And if you are, you're going to earn it.
I'll tell you what, Jonathan Wright there. I don't know if that's some aggression coming out from New Hampshire. But,
yes.
Definitely on the outside. Brandon 6 making it 3 wide, but Jonathan Wright did not like that move. Kind of roughed him up.
Right there. Great insight, actually. I forgot about that. So Bennett making his way up into the top 10. And right now we're looking at Lights. And is that Silver? No, that's Dunk. Oh, Lights and Dunk fighting for the 2nd position. Lights fighting to keep it, but Dunk all over that Dunk. Will he take it? Oh, look at it, little crossover. No.
Can you repeat that?
Dunkin' Donuts.
Did somebody clip that?
What?
The dunk is on the dunk. All right, here we go, guys.
Burger is on the dunk.
We are 26 laps to go in this thing already. Only one caution.
What?
Unbelievable.
You said caution.
One caution.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you yelled caution. Lap 100 and we're not seeing any pits yet. What's happening? Okay, there we go. 6 to pit. I was about to say, dude, we got to be in this 5-lap gap. Now, who else going to fall in with them?
It's close. Reese, you nailed it on the head right now.
I'm listening to radio this race, so I have no clue what's actually going on. As far
Reese,
as
you
guys
nailed it. You nailed it. Lap 100. People are going to be coming in. The pit strategy is open. Green flag is still out. The green flag pit stops are going to happen. But 25 laps, these guys can make it on fuel once they come back out. So the time is now.
All right, so I'm hearing Phipps, Diamond, Everybody's starting to come in now. We still got cars coming down the backstretch. I see out over there. There's at least 12 of them back there. Here comes old boy. Whoa, look at lights. Brake, 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 brake. Oh my gosh. Lights coming in like a wrecking ball.
These guys gotta
moly.
These guys got to get down pit road and then off cleanly as quick as they can to preserve their spot on track.
Lights in there listening to Miley Cyrus. That boy came through like a wrecking ball.
Bunch of guys taking 4 tires, obviously. The tires are needed.
A little battle on the pit lane.
Oh boy, here we go.
This is fun to watch.
Ooh, Nick Silver and Dunkerberger. Getting a little racy right there.
Nick's gonna miss pit lane. Whoa, baby. I don't know if he made
Yellow
that.
flag is out.
Yellow flag is out on track.
Oh, wow.
Oh no, this changes everything.
Oh gosh, if you're on pit lane, you're not liking this.
Oh, Brandon 6. Brandon 6 is the one in the wall.
What happens? Uh-oh. Oh! My little Doberman sandwich right there. They forgot one of the buns. One of the buns got spun.
Oh. I can't. Guys, it's been fun. I'm logging off.
See, what happens here is the bottom bun doesn't get set right.
Make sure to like and subscribe.
Like, subscribe, hit that. What are you doing, YouTube? Hit the thumbs up.
Hit all the buttons and see what happens.
Start tapping things.
Unbelievable. All right, boys. I'm going to chat with race control real quick.
Look at this. Top bun meets the meat, which meets the bottom bun. Spun around backwards. Bottom bun goes to the wall. And the meat's left hanging. We got pickles and lettuce everywhere. It's not good. We gotta teach these boys how to make a burger. All right, so we're seeing Wright and Doberman coming into the pits, y'all. This has been the Dash for Cash presented by Flemdogs Transmission and Auto Repair. That's Steve Tucker. I'm Reese Kelva. We'll be right back after a word from our sponsors.
From Mordor to Hogwarts to Gotham, the nerds have come together to create a show for nerds by nerds. Join nerds doing nerd things as they talk about all things nerdy. Stay up to date on the show by liking the Nerds Doing Nerd Things Facebook page.
All right, we're back, y'all. The Dash for Cash presented by Flemdogs Transmission and Auto Repair here in Chicagoland. We're 125 laps. We are down to 21 to go. We still got a few guys in the pits coming out. Boy, what an exciting race so far. You know, 6, somebody we're not used to seeing, well, I guess beyond New Hampshire. Not really used to seeing racing anybody too hard. But right here, these boys went to make a hamburger, and it turned out to be nada.
We're still using that joke, huh?
Man, we got pickles and lettuce all over the track.
We are smothered in ketchup right now at this point.
Yes, we are. I mean, just a very aggressive move, and I don't know.
It's tough. Yeah. I mean, that wreck was clearly,
I don't think he meant to go that high, but golly.
Well, these boys are going down the apron right on the front stretch, trying to get that, cut it down, which is perfectly fine, perfectly legal.
But you got to be looking out that right window.
Yeah, I mean, when you're 3 wide, you kind of just turn right into Luke, the 01 car. That's tough. It's just a heads up thing, and obviously when you're racing for, money in the dash for cash, this is a dash for cash driver. Things change and mentality changes, and sometimes it's tough. But he's got 3 wins securely in the playoffs. This isn't going to rustle his feathers too much.
Yeah. So I am seeing 15 and up on the lead lap, 16 and down, or at least a lap down. Did I just see Meeks is out? No, he's in the top 10. Okay, sorry about that. Our rating system was throwing me for a loop there. And it should be lights out.
It might be lights out. Nick Light starting in P2. Brandon Brody's going to be starting on the inside here, P1. We're coming with 1 to go. Actually, we're coming to green right here on the backstretch currently. Going to be crazy. We have 24 laps to go into this race.
20 to go when the green flag drops. Sorry, 19 to go. I'm going to pick...
Who are you picking?
I'm going with Dunk.
Really? Okay.
Yep.
I'm not going to say who. I'm going to say we're going to get a first-time winner.
What?
Nick Lights is right there. We got Nick Silver right there. We have Ryan Pasoko, P5.
I hear our producer in the background saying lights, y'all, as we come around to see if we're going to drop it one more time. The green flag is out at Chicagoland. Woo, buoy with a great jump right there. Wow, it looked like from about 15th back, they were single foul.
Oh, yeah. All the while, Brandon Six still in the pits. Big issues for him.
Hate to see that with that Prestige camp, but they have other good drivers. They are top 3, 4 right now. So that team's still being presented very well out here on the track. Pasoko also, look at him, try to get him a top 5 here, taking on right, diving in through the D, usually the tri-oval.
The what?
But here it's a D oval. Everybody doing a great job right here.
Guys, one thing I want to mention right now.
Top 10.
Oh, you beat me to it. Frankie Barroso, P8.
Wow.
Holding on to it.
And Steve, I know me and you both spoke with him earlier today. You spent about an hour with him probably before the race. Walk us through. I mean, from what I was hearing, the headspace was just not good.
It just wasn't. Yeah, I mean, sometimes you get into these racetracks that you just don't feel comfortable with, right? And you're not fast. It's a new track for the league itself completely. So, but Frankie was just down in the dumps, just not feeling comfortable, not fast. But here we go, P8. All you do is keep your head in the game, keep the car clean, and you'll get there. Nick Lights making a pass on the outside, coming down to the start-finish line. Oh, almost gets it. Gonna get it into turn 1, I bet. Nick Lights, fastest lap of the race.
Wow.
Incredible job. He is not playing around. Again, these guys can make it on fuel. It is all about who can hold on to their tires and get this thing to the end.
And 16 to go. Oh, sorry. I was just sitting there watching Tetro making a great move. Tetro getting fast. I completely lost my train of thought. Lemfier in the top 10. Gonna see if he can go fight Pasoko and Wright. He throws a lap down, I'm hearing. Oh, well, shoot.
Joe is first guy 1 lap down in 16th place.
6 still in pits. Phipps 2 laps down. Phipps is 2 laps down. When did that happen?
Yeah, a lot of strategy being played, a lot of things going wrong. I mean, that caution right there that came out was such bad timing for a lot of these guys.
Phipps was involved in that last wreck, wasn't he?
He was.
Oh, yuck. And who was in the middle of that wreck? Sorry, I'm trying to remember all this.
That was Luke Doberman. Yeah.
Luke Doberman. Can we get a scope on Doberman? I'm seeing maybe a lap down. Oh, yeah, he's back here in 20th position.
Yeah, just a rough.
Poor Doberman. Having a great race, Steve.
Oh, for sure. He's always one of those fast guys, but kind of like a Michael Bennett, right? Always has bad luck. But speaking of Bennett, right now in P12, holding on to it. Wasn't too long ago we saw Michael Bennett and Frankie Barroso racing for 25th place. These guys are now knocking on the door of the top 10, so great job.
Yeah, Larson right there behind them. Larson, a good guy, one everybody can root for.
Oh, yeah. So one thing I want to mention real quick, too, I don't know, Bowie and Lights might be in trouble here. They're kind of racing kind of hard. I feel like these guys who are in the back of them are saving some tire. If this thing goes green, it's going to be dangerous.
It's a 3-second difference, y'all, from 1st to 10th. 3 seconds. This is probably the most fanned out we've seen this whole pack all night. You guys hoping for a caution here. They're only going to have, what, one set of tires left?
Maybe.
If we do get a caution?
If you didn't use them,
some guys? Yeah.
If we get a caution here, someone's coming down pit road and getting those fresh tires.
Surely.
They mean that
right?
much.
They're doing a great job. Look at this little pack right here.
A lot of good runs here for a couple of these guys. Ryan Pasoko, P6. Jonathan Wright knocking on the door of the playoff bubble, 16th, and currently in P5. He needs these points so desperately, especially with
so bad.
A couple guys having bad races so far. Brandon Shelton, Thomas Meeks, for example. Jonathan Wright needs these points.
6 doing a great job. He's in 9th, Bullock in 10th. These guys up front battling strong. Here comes Dunk underneath Lights. Can he keep it? I don't think so. He's going to have to really get up there and put pressure on Lights.
Going to make it 3 wide a bit.
Oh, look at the push that Silver's given. Woo! He shoved Dunk into oblivion. Dunk doing a great job, though, hanging on to that car. Lights, I think, going to be just a little quicker here coming through this D oval right here. Front stretch. I need to quit calling it that. I'll just call it front stretch.
Jonathan Wright is looking at this in P5 and saying, yes, guys, keep racing.
Yeah,
I got to get around you.
So long as he's hitting his marks. Don't wear out your tires. Let these guys do it all. Let them fight. When they fight, they're going to get slow.
Oh, Dunkelberger comes up a little bit. They touch. They touch
it again.
Oh.
I love it.
This is great news for Bowie.
Love this hard racing.
Bowie is setting sail right now.
And if I'm Lights, I got Dunk underneath me, I'm going to hold him to the bottom. Especially coming through the front stretch. Just keep holding them down there. And then at the last second, break away to the wall, set up for turn 1. I want to put Dunkelberger in the most uncomfortable position as possible.
Agreed.
Well, Bowie on a Sunday stroll again, like last week. Can he make it back-to-back wins? Bowie giving it everything he's got with 7 to go. Here comes Silver. He wants a little bit of Dunk. And I think he's going to get it. Coming around the top.
Power move by Nick Silver right there.
Oh, here goes Silver. Silver, boy, he's feeling it now, letting it all hang out. Coming into 3. He's got Lights underneath him. Dunkelberger, I don't think an issue for him at the moment. I don't think he's looking in his review. I think he is focused on what's ahead of him. These boys know they can't let Bowie get away. And Steve, talk to us about the draft here on the back stretch. Pretty good?
It's strong, but it's not really as strong as you think it is. The front stretch might be a bit better. Nick Lights!
Nick Lights! Doing exactly what I'm talking about. Yes! Take him down to the bottom, baby. I love that style of racing.
Oh, Nick Silver getting into him on the turn 3.
Get that man uncomfortable.
Nick Lights should get a decent run here. Oh, no. Kind of getting... Oh, uh-oh.
Yeah, Lights is fighting for it is what he's doing. He knows he does not have a faster car. All he can do now is try and get in their headspace.
Dunkelberger got into him just a little bit.
He is trying to get real estate in their mind.
I'm going to 3 to go here.
Great driving, too. You know, for as successful as a driver as he is IRL, it is really neat seeing the moves, right? Pulling out the bag of tricks right here with Nick Lights.
Oh, yeah.
Love seeing this.
Frankie Barroso comeback tour. P7 right now, about to make it around. Ryan Pasoko for P6.
But these boys, as we're 4 to go, coming up on 3 to go here at Chicagoland. This has been a wonderful 125 laps. Thank y'all all for watching tonight as we are wrapping this one up. Yes, please do stick around here for the end. We will have all post-race
Interviews, yeah.
interviews.
Top three.
I kept wanting to say things. At a loss for words. Now only a 5-second gap from 10th to 1st.
Nick Silver again. Man, this is a guy who's always doing so well, but hasn't pulled through for that win yet. Always
He's
finds
right
out
there.
coming in second, but man, he's right there.
2 to go at Chicagoland. Doing a great job. Bowie just
Bowie uses tires up.
showing that dominance. I think so. Silver is catching him. I don't know that he has enough time. I don't think he has enough time. One thing, Bowie may be a little slower, but he is hitting his marks. Lap
Bowie
after
not
lap.
only trying to go for his, not only trying to go for his third win, but going for that Dash for Cash win as well.
We're in car with Nick Silver in P2, trying to chase down the leader as we're final lap. The white flag is out at the Dash for Cash. 125 presented by Flemdogs Transmission and Auto Repair.
Silver is right there.
Can Silver get it done? Lights, Dunkelberger, I think, have made their bed with 3rd and 4th. And Silver let it all hang out right here through these turns is where you're going to have to do it. But then they're going to have to fight the wall coming out of 4. I don't think he's going to do it. I think he's going to say, you know what? I'm good with this. As Brandon Bowie coming around for the final time, he's going to take the checkered flag here in Chicagoland. Back-to-back wins for the 34 car. Great job all night by the whole Prestige camp. Doing a great job.
Ooh, Dunkelberger
Whoop.
getting a little okay. Okay. Dunkelberger showing some anger right there with the 4 car of Nick Lights. Not sure what that's about.
How you doing? Oh, not a little how you doing. See that one more time. Kaboom. Kaboom. Little Little no thank you. All right. Great job by everybody. Let's look at our top 5. We can bring it up. Bowie gonna finish in 1st. Nick Silver in 2nd. Leitz in 3rd. Whoop. Where did it go? In 4th, Ryan Dunkelberger. 5th, going to be John Wright. We are going to go take a word from our sponsors real quick, and we'll be right back with our post-race interviews.
From Mordor to Hogwarts to Gotham, the nerds have come together to create a show for nerds by nerds. Join nerds doing nerd things as they talk about all things nerdy. Stay up to date on the show by liking the Nerds Doing Nerd Things Facebook page.
All right, guys, here we are at the end of the Dash for Cash number 2 race, presented by Flemdogs Transmission and Auto Repair. Woo! Brandon Bowie coming back, his 2nd win back-to-back, 3rd win of the season. Nick Silver in P2 and Nick Lights in P3. Awesome job. Right now, we're going to talk to a couple of our winners here. Actually, the top 3. Let's see who we can steal real quick. We'll get our winner. Why not? Let's talk to the P1 first. Brandon Bowie, how we doing?
Doing pretty good. How you guys doing?
Not as good as you, man. I mean, back-to-back wins, Indy last week, and now Chicagoland.
Yes, sir.
Third win of the season. And
Yes.
not to mention, $30 richer, Dash for Cash winner. How you feeling? How's the race? And what's going through your mind?
Yeah, that was man, I'm really, really sweating. Sorry. Still trying to process everything that happened. But yeah, that was a great race. Great race. Kind of didn't need that caution in the middle, but I mean, I don't know what happened there. About 26, 25 laps ago. So I don't know what really happened back there. I guess I have to go back and look and see. But yeah, everything kind of played out how I wanted. Not qualifying. Was trying to go for a record. Just gas it up too soon, and yeah, I plowed the wall. So yeah, to start in the back, but made my way back up. Tried to win a stage, but couldn't get that either. So I was like, you know what? I'll settle down. Let's just I know what has to be done. I know basically if you get out front, it's not easy, but if you get out front, you can hold off second place. And basically that's what I did. Now, if there was another lap or two, just like last week, I think Nick would have definitely possibly had a run at it. But thankfully, this was only 125 laps, not 126. Yeah. Right. But yeah, other than that, no, it was, like I said, it was a good race. Strategy was cool. Almost Nick had, when we were pitting the green flag stop, I guess Nick had kind of overshot coming into pit road. He actually bumped me down pit road and actually made me speed, but thankfully I slammed on brakes quick enough so that way it didn't catch me. So there was drama. It was drama all through the race, but it was a blast. I had fun for sure.
Great. Yeah, definitely looks strong for sure. Your teammate's looking strong. Brandon Six obviously having some issues, your teammate, but Nick Silver, we're going to talk to him, but just a strong run for you guys yet again. Good to see. And obviously you're already well into the playoffs and locked in. How do you feel about Darlington next week? Tough track, but obviously you've got a bye there.
If I can take a quote from Kurt Busch, you can fill it up with water, and we won't have to race there ever again. So I can't stand Darlington. And I don't know if it's just my driving style or what, but I don't drive there. I don't drive very good there. Now with the stages and everything, maybe that might save me, but I ran there last week or week before last. Yeah, I didn't have anything. So I'm glad that that's not in the playoffs. I'll say that.
Sure.
But I'm pretty sure my teammates are gonna definitely try to go out there and definitely put a challenge to the guys in the league and try to get a win there.
Awesome, man. Love to hear it. Congratulations on the win again in Dash for Cash winner.
Thank you, sir.
Man, go celebrate. We'll see you next week in Darlington.
All right. Thank you.
Alrighty, guys. Now we're going to talk to Nick Silver, our P2 finisher. Fantastic job by Nick Silver in the 99 car. Yet again, coming in P2. Nick, man, had a good race yet again. Looking super strong, to be honest. But just a shame this race isn't 126 laps. I think you had it there at the end if you had one more lap. But how you feeling, and how was the race?
That's why I told Bowie. I said, one more lap, I'm going to put you on the fence for that cash. No. I don't know. I maybe should have tried that upper lane. I think he was just kind of playing it a little safe there. Knew I wasn't going to quite get to him. But I felt like I gained a little bit when I ran that top lane in 3 and 4. So maybe should have done that all the way around a couple laps before.
For sure, man. But either way, a strong run. Definitely looking good. If my math is correct, you are locked in mathematically for the playoffs. So you can not have to worry about that for Darlington next week, because that track is obviously pretty tough. How do you feel about Darlington, in general? And then how do you feel about the playoffs, as they're coming up? What tracks do you have circled that you think you can win at? Things like that.
Well, I kind of forgot what tracks were running in the playoffs, so I'm not really sure there. But as far as Darlington goes, another league I ran in, we just ran that last week and got fifth or fourth place, I think.
Nice.
Got seventh earlier in the same league at Darlington as well. I really like it. It's a handful, and yeah, it's pretty much ice skating. So hopefully it's the same as it was there, and I think we'll do pretty well.
Awesome, man! Can't wait to see it. Any sponsors to shout out?
Just my boys at Keeping It Real. Congrats to Bowie, my teammate, on winning the race and the Dash for Cash, and say hi to my mom and dad watching at home.
Awesome, man! Congratulations. We'll see you next week in Darlington.
Thank you.
All right, boys and girls, that was Nick Silver in the 99 car. Next, we're going to speak to our third place driver, Nick Lights. Let's get him in here. Nick Lights in that number 4 car, looking real good. P3, made a late race run. Nick, how you feeling, man? P3 again, another podium finish for you. What's it going to take, man, to get one of these wins? I mean, you keep coming so close, but what's it going to take?
Yeah, I know we're so close every time. It's one of those things, I guess. We just, this track was so much like Kansas, so I felt like we had a good car there, but just kept getting tight on that long run. And I mean, it was a lot of fun for sure. These guys race hard, and yeah.
Good to see. I mean, looking forward to next week Darlington. Obviously it's a tough track, right? But how do you feel about that track, and what's your experience there like?
Darlington, it's one of those things. It's it's like a driver's track, I guess, up near the wall, and very tight racing there as well. Probably not one of my favorites because I guess my driving style or something, but we'll try to make the best of it we can and try to get a win this time, hopefully. I mean, we're so close.
Yeah. Absolutely. Right now, if my math is correct, you are locked into the playoffs by points. So mathematically, you are in. So Darlington is kind of a bye week for you, more or less. Looking forward to the playoffs. How you feeling? The competition obviously is pretty tough, but what do you think your chances are? And I guess talk about that for a second.
I think we got a good couple of tracks coming up for the playoffs. I'm correct. Let me take a look. Yeah, maybe not Road America, but I think Martinsville's pretty good. I like that. Talladega's always a crapshoot with that. Dover.
Oh yeah.
And then Homestead. It's one of those things. We'll try to get some practice in for all of them and become the champion at the end of it all.
For sure. Sounds good, man. Hey, any sponsors to shout out before we let you go?
Anybody who wants to sponsor, I'm up to it. We need that sponsorship, but Precision Measurements, that's really it. Thanks to you guys for putting this stream on as well. It's great work. Great racing.
Yeah. Awesome, man. Thanks so much. Hey, Nick Lights, looking forward to seeing you next week in Darlington. But yeah, have a good night, and we'll see you next week.
All right, sounds good.
Viewers at home, hey, great race tonight. AJ, let's get you in here real quick. We just had to take off a little bit. You mentioned something about horse racing earlier. I don't know where he is, but
probably trying to go find the horse track.
Maybe he ran off to go see that. I don't know. But hey, great job as directing the race here. Our second race. I don't know. I think Bowie's going to like this because we've done this twice now, and Bowie's won both races. So
there you go.
I think there's some kind of
I'll take half of that prize money then.
Some kind of sorcery there. So I don't know. But overall, good race. We had 2 cautions for incidents, which is kind of unreal, to be honest with you. Lately, we've had a lot of good races and finishes. And tell you what, this league, man, and these guys are just incredible with how well they're doing, and just a good job by, yet again, Brandon Bowie, right, Nick Silver, Nick Lights, but a lot of big storylines entering into this race. John Wright needed a top 5, really needed a win, but a top 5 helped so much. Frankie Barroso finishing 6th, had probably one of the worst lead-ins to a race you could ever have, and Ryan Pasoko finishing in P7. So a lot of underdog stories, I think, happening in this race. But AJ, how did it look to you? And Reese, looks like you're back from the horse track, so good to see that. But tell us, guys, what we're going to see next week in Darlington.
Well, for me, I saw one driver go from starting last on the field and slowly and methodically make his way past drivers through strategy and just keeping his head down. And to finish 6th, Frankie Barroso, just talking to him before the race and why are we coming here? Why do I stink at this track? To then finish 6th tonight and just putting his head down and just going. Kudos to him. It was fun to watch, but the 3-4 didn't quite see 5 wide, but the battling all race was fantastic, and I hope everybody at home enjoyed it. But I'll send it over to Reese for his closing.
Well, I was just to stick on the Barroso thing real quick. I was just talking to him over there in the team radio, and piggybacking everything that y'all just said. He also said, last 15 laps of that race, his car came together, right? Everything clicked for him. He said, I felt so fast the last 15 laps. So that'd have been neat to see another 40 laps, see what he could do. But man, you can't take away though the storyline of this season, and that's that Prestige team. Just dominance all season long, doing a great job again tonight. And we go on to Darlington next week.
Oof. Yes, we do.
Darlington, boys.
The Lady in Black.
Darlington's going to be a lot of fun. This is where we're doing our throwback schemes. Is that right?
It is. Throwback weekend and our last race of the regular season.
So we got throwback schemes.
Will be decided.
So we got throwbacks next week, y'all. Love for y'all to show up. Come see all the neat stuff. Hopefully the league does really. I know our team has a bunch of paint designs that we have planned for next week. So hopefully y'all get to come see a neat little car show as far as the paint schemes that show up. We are hoping that all the teams will get together and do some throwbacks to some older schemes that a lot of us age 30 and up are used to seeing back in the day.
So what's Jeff Tetro going to do? Because he already runs a throwback every week.
That's true. His car might be normal next week.
Yeah, maybe he goes to a newer one. But this was a really fun 125 laps here from Chicagoland. It was way more exciting than I thought it would be.
And quick.
I said quick 6
race.
Cautions. We only had 1 caution. Two cautions.
Yeah, that's it.
So that was fun. So 6 winning stage 1. Dunkelberger winning stage 2. Brandon Bowie bringing home the win. This is Steve Tucker. That's AJ Capola back there in the producer seat. I'm Reese Kelva. Y'all, this has been the Dash for Cash 125 presented by Flemdogs Transmission and Auto Repair. We will see y'all next week. Please hit that subscribe button, hit the like button, comment down below of what you'd like to see week in, week out. We love y'all. We'll see you next week.
From Mordor to Hogwarts to Gotham, the nerds have come together to create a show for nerds by nerds. Join nerds doing nerd things as they talk about all things nerdy. Stay up to date on the show by liking the Nerds Doing Nerd Things Facebook page.